Well, YouTube, I got something really awesome for you guys. It's not necessarily a keyboard trick, but I do want to show it to y'all. I do have my Korg, my Roland Go keys daisy-chained to my Korg still. Now, I do have another benefits of two keyboards coming out pretty soon that I'm going to put out later on. I'm going to put my computer keyboard to cyan. That way we got cyan light, because why not? Cyan music. I'm going to do like what we always do. You can hear a little bit of an electromagnetic buzz coming out of the keyboard. Now, before I even present it, I'm just going to do a quick test. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, it's time to present, much like we do during a Scottish Burns supper with the Scottish small pipes. Again, these are mouth-blown Scottish small pipes. These are the types of bagpipes that I normally play. So we're going to present it. Oh, and I have my drones turned the wrong way. The bass drone needs to be the closest to my head. There we go. Here we go. You tune my drones a little bit. In other words, my drones are kind of like oscillators that you think in synthesizer terms. Just a little quick presentation with the Scottish small pipes, just like we do during, just like haggis would be presented during a Scottish Burns supper. All right, so we just figured out I figured out what it was. My sound was not coming through on my Volt interface, so we installed the UI app and got a few drivers installed. But now the Korg is running through the interface. Now, I'm going to turn this up just a bit. It's a little distorting a little bit. Now, it may not be running exactly through the interface, but check this out. The Roland being daisy-chained through the mic from its headphone output into the mic input on the Korg. The Korg is processing it and sending it through the interface and therefore sending it out to the computer. So now both keyboards will be able to play. And just so you know, I've been looking at some AI summaries on the YouTube videos that the keyboard is backlit. It is actually not. Oh, sorry about that. The blue light is actually coming from my little sunspot, my little sunset lamp, which is being used as a studio light. I have it set to blue right now, even though it can do sunset colors, but I use blue mainly because I feel like that's the most common color for studios, I should say. Sorry about that. Alright, so magenta, we're going to do magenta real quick. Alright, magenta on both keyboards, and now we're going to go switch to cyan, so now we'll be able to see, now this color, oh, you can actually see the red pretty good on the Go keys. Let's switch to blue. Which blue you might not be able to see really well. There's blue. Now I'm going to switch to magenta, and you can actually see the red on the Go keys is bouncing. The Korg Kross with its red light is bouncing. There's magenta right there. And now we're going to switch to cyan, so that way we can see Olo. Now Olo is a newly discovered color that can only be seen with lasers. So it can only be perceived with special lasers that can only stimulate your green cone cells, which detect medium wavelengths like green light. Now, there's a way that scientists did it. You know, they use this thing called Oz or OZ, but we're going to trick ourselves into seeing it, so y'all are staring at magenta for a while. Now I'm going to switch to cyan, and we'll be able to see Olo. if y'all haven't seen it, it's all good. That's Olo is basically just like cyan, and like the theme of the channel suggests, cyan music. Now I'm starting to put bagpipe music in my regular videos when I'm not doing BandLab music, because if I want to show y'all something new, just like I do on the LMR Bagpipes YouTube channel, I present some things on that channel. I want to start doing that here too, because, you know, it involves because I do a lot of tricks with synthesizers and keyboards and all that stuff, accordions as well. This is what my setup looks like now. I eventually want to get me one of those racks that you can mount, you can set the keyboard on, that way it's not sitting directly on top of the Korg, but I actually kind of like it for now. It's still pretty good. I will have another benefits of having 2 keyboards coming out later on. I actually just discovered something, and I will be presenting it too, just like a Scottish burn supper. I have a cable hooked into the aux, so I'm using an amp. I'm using it with my Korg, running it through the headphone jack on the Korg, and that will be coming in another benefits of having 2 keyboards, because I do have a little bit of a demonstration on that as well. It involves not having to use headphones, because you're using the keyboard's speakers to make it really seem like you're actually playing at a real piano, even though I have 2 keyboards stacked on top of each other, but more on that soon in another benefits of having 2 keyboards video. Alright, there we go. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel for more videos to come soon. There will be more videos on that, and stay tuned for another lighting video and benefits of having 2 keyboards video. Alright, I'm out of here.